How's it going, Laser Bruces? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Abyss of the Sacrifice. We're jumping into the feelings chapter as we head towards the end of Arsana's ending. Hopefully this goes okay because I don't have a lot of time to record this one. So if it goes really badly, I may have to finish it later. So my shirt may change and my jersey may change or something, I don't know. But if everything goes well. Anyway, hey. I said hey. Miki finally turned around. What? Her rough response was to be expected. After all, Asuna had long given up helping her with the petition that she was frantically trying to open. As soon as Miki spoke one sentence, this petition only opens from the other side. Asuna had stopped helping. So while Miki's frustration about Asuna's attitude grew, she continued silently struggling to open the partition. At least, don't get in my way. But Miki's wish was for naught. After a few moments of silence, Asuna would soon make a pointless conversation. Right now was no different. Miki tried to hold back her anger until Asuna said something unforgivable. I'm pretty sure this is impossible. Excuse me? She glared at Asuna. I mean, didn't you say the petition only opens from the other side? If that's the case, opening it from this side is impossible. It was as if Asuna had read Miki's response as confusion rather than anger. She wearily added, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before Jika opens the door on the other side. Miki was dumbfounded. What in the world was Asuna saying? Did she understand the situation they were in? The two of them were trapped. The area they were in was long and narrow. A few hours had already passed by. The party had originally been searching for water and investigating the route. But farther along their chosen path, the walls turned into bare concrete and metal pipes obstructed the way. It was then that the party realized that the path they thought was a hallway had actually been under construction. It had been abandoned before it was completed. Just as they felt it was too dangerous to go any further, the ceiling had collapsed, cutting Miki and Asuna off, and making it impossible to go back the way they came. Ahead of them was a dark, narrowing hole that led to who knew where. The two girls were trapped without a way to go forward or back. Giving up on getting out of the situation means giving up on our lives. Asuna doesn't understand at all. Miki's voice grew hysterical. Hey. What? Do you even want to get out of here? What? I'm the bad guy again? Asuna Galea suddenly became ready for war. For your information, I'm working as hard as you are right now. Stop acting like you're the only one putting in effort. It's really annoying. Asuna's tone just made Miki angrier. What is wrong with this girl? Although she barely lifts her finger, she's always ready for a break. Well, after seeing you execute two people in cold blood with a gun, Miki, I'm not too sure that I'm on your side either. At the top, every single person in this game is terrible except Jika. Have you noticed that? Maybe Olga as well. To top it all off, she claims she's working hard. After saying it's impossible, the anger Miki had been holding back was on the verge of exploding. Why do I have to work together with her? When we first met, I even tried to help her. Miki reminisced. That's right, she was covered in blood. Now that she thought about it, Asuna had been in an extremely mysterious situation back then. If I'd known she was going to be such a burden, I would have abandoned her back then. This unconscious thought shifted Miki's anger into a different direction. You act like you don't want to be the bad guy, but maybe you've been the bad guy from the beginning. Her eyes were like ice. What? This attack from left field came as a complete surprise. When I first met you, your hands were covered with blood. But that blood wasn't yours. Asuna was caught even more off guard to have the past situation suddenly brought up. Whose blood was it? Whose blood? She seemed more shaken than Miki expected. I can't remember. She truly had no memory of what had happened back then. Miki and Olga had later explained the state in which she had found her in. But she'd not given it much thought, until now. Every time she tried to think about it lately, her heart would be crushed by a terrible guilt. Whose blood was that? Why did I have radiation in my body? When she started to think about it, everything felt strange. Maybe she tried to save her dad. Right? She was found. They saw a long-haired girl outside the core after the radiation leak. Maybe that's why there's radiation in her body? Why can't I remember anything? And what's this feeling of guilt? It's just like when I killed that girl. That same sense of guilt she felt when she thought of her classmate filled her chest. Did I do something bad? Miki pressed even further, whether she perceived Asuna's inner turmoil or not. What's wrong? Can't you tell me whose blood it was? What were you doing there anyway? And why were you exposed to radiation? Asuna couldn't answer Miki's bullet-like questions. What was I doing there? Before I met Mickey, You killed someone, didn't you? This last question felt like a smack in the face. Killed someone? Me? Just like I did to her. I killed someone else? The harder she tried to remember, the further back her memories went, and the terrible prickling guilt in her heart grew bigger and bigger. No, it wasn't my fault. No. You're wrong, Asuna finally shouted. Stop jumping to conclusions. What do you know? She tried to grab Miki's arm. What are you doing? Now I'm the bad guy? Shut up. The two girls' argument was turning into a physical brawl, but suddenly a particular smell put a damper on the fight. It was the putrid smell of burning metal. Miki noticed it first. What's that stench? Asuna dropped her arm to her side. Then she glanced around restlessly and screamed. It's smoke! Miki looked in the direction she was pointing. Wisps of black smoke were seeping through the bottom of the same partition. Miki had been trying to open earlier. No way. Asuna turned pale. Miki put a hand to the partition and her eyes widened. It's hot. There must be fire on the other side. The other side? Maybe they're cutting through it with a gas torch or something. Panic spread across Asuna's face. What about Jitka? It could be dangerous on the other side. Miki responded coldly. Why don't you worry about yourself before worrying about others? Luckily, the smoke isn't that bad yet. But the time we can stay here is limited. She slowly started walking away. Hey, where do you think you're going? If we can't get beyond this partition, we'll need to search for another route. She walked straight into the dark hole, without knowing where it led. Wait, I thought you said that was probably a dead end. It's better than choking on fumes here. With that, she disappeared into the darkness. Miki? Asuna called after her. But the only response was the echo that faded into the darkness. Miki said nothing. Miki? Well, I'm not moving from this spot. But after hearing something crumble 2 or 3 times in the darkness, she couldn't bear to sit still any longer. Yeah, I didn't think that would last very long. Where in the world did Miki disappear off to? It's shaking again. Ow, that's smart. I hit my hip hard. Wait, the way I came just got blocked off. And search. Cardboard box. A heat-resistant cardboard box? What the fuck is a heat-resistant cardboard box? I've never heard of such a thing. Gotta have that heat-resistant cardboard box. Hey, a tap. Nothing. Looks like it closes on its own. Oh wait, what's this? Their arrow okay. I'll write that down on my big list of bullshit on my piece of paper. Good. Sure that'll come in handy at some stage. Although I don't know what for just yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Can't reach the water tank. There's a sink here, there is. It's filled with rubble. Can we pull the rubble out of the sink? No water is coming out of the faucet. Guess there's no point pulling the rubble out of the sink then. Anything else around here? There's a mess of rubble here. And shit there. And more rubble. It's too dark to see a thing. That probably didn't help. There's not much to look at around here then. I guess it's something to do with this, this here. That looks very strange. Doesn't it? Do we have any items? Should we pick anything up? We got the duct tape, that's it. What the crap are we gonna use duct tape for? Oh, what do we find? A stick. Lovely. You love that pixel hunting. Can we poke this with a stick then? Go, poke it with a stick. Can't reach it with a stick? If only it was a bit longer. What can we tape to it then? I guess we need another stick? A second stick? Oh, we got something. It's close enough, but you can't quite grab it. Use the stick, stupid. The stick is not good enough. Apparently. It's close enough, but you can't quite grab it. Can we put the duct tape on the end and then it's sticky? Yes. It's a sticky stick. Obtain pen light. Oh, good. Now we can use that to get into that dark bit. Gotta have that sticky stick. Okie smoky. It's the central handle. I see that, but like, what do you want? What do you want me to do with it? Gas. Ow! I can't get past this. I guess we just need to turn it down. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Can't turn any further. Okay, that didn't help. Surely turning things right is going to turn it up, right? Oh, maybe we just need to get it to 0. As close to 0 as we can get. Nothing moves like... It's like these two both move odd numbers, and that one moves an even number, which means it's impossible to match them up. You know? Oh, there you go. Jesus Christ, that took a lot of finagling. Looks like it stopped. Lots of finagling, but we got there. Go back, call for Miki. Miki? Miki? Hey, I got food and water, you know. It didn't work. Miki, Miki? Miki, where are you? Bucket. Obtained bucket. There's no telling when there'll be another earthquake. I should probably keep my distance. Okay. Well, we got some fire over there. Can't take it off like this. We're going to take it off, are we? Sure. I don't have a thing for that, but we'll figure something out. Don't worry. What else have we got? There's a handle here. Looks like something could be stuck onto it. Stuck on... Sticky stick? Sticky stick is sticky? Jesus Christ. Oh god. An iron pipe appeared from the flames. The duct tape melted. Oh, we grabbed that by accident. Put it in the bucket. Obtained iron pipe. I don't know what for, but that's cool. The sticky stick that sticks stickiness. Sticky, sticky stick. It's an iron pipe, hollow on the inside. Maybe we can merge these two things together? Yes. I don't know what for, but yay! Alright, what we should do then is go back and poke at the water dealie. Head for the barricade. This thing. Poke it. Now we can fill a bucket. Looks like something came down from the tank with the water. Something small fell from the tank. It looks like... I don't know. Put water in bucket. Oh! Found a socket! I was just clicking around and eventually we found the socket. I don't know if we can actually operate anything with that socket though. Because we haven't got like a wrench. We'll head back to the barricade and see if it works. I doubt it'll work like that though. You'd have to be strong as fuck and have grip like the Hulk to be able to use it like that. It's not gonna fit in snugly, but you couldn't get a good enough grip to turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, well whatever tool we need has got to be part of this freaking puzzle, so we better do this now. Wait, that can't be right. It must be this one. Bottom. Yeah? Up. That way. Up. That way. Up. There is no... Oh, down. That one. That one. Down. Left. Down. Okay, thank God. Do we merge these together or do we just use them? No, we do merge them. What a very nice looking tool. Head to the barricade. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Undo this. Lovely. And now we need to get... Oh, we need the pen light again, don't we? We need more hands than we've got spare, to be fair. Pop that in. Open. Wire is stored inside. It's a winch, right? Yeah, but... Okay, wire is stored inside. Good. Command? I don't know, man. As obvious as it is that you just want to attach it to this, it's not working. This barricade could come down at any moment. That's the idea. If there's another quake and this collapses, I'm not surviving. Come on, dude. Oh, command changed. Activate wire device. Why couldn't that come up before? I don't understand. Alright, this should work. It was obvious that we needed to connect it to that. Come on. See, I can handle this on my own. Sweet! If I just pulled it out like that, I'd be a pancake right about now. After clambering over a pile of debris, she reached a dimly lit space, but a large hole in the ground, probably caused by an earthquake, blocked her path. Through the hole, and slightly lower, was an area with flat ground. This was where she finally found Miki. Miki? Asuna called out above Miki's head. Miki looked up. Her expression looked unusually perplexed. Asuna had a bad feeling that she called out again. What are you doing? I'm coming down too. Miki violently shook her head. No, stay back. Why? There's no way out. Once you get down, you can't climb back up. Asuna was taken aback. Does this mean Miki was stuck? Asuna? This time Miki called out. Yeah? Go back. There is a petition that should open with some effort, a little further ahead. What about you? I'm going to investigate this area some more, and look for an exit somehow. Do you think there might be an exit down there? I don't know. There was an irritation in Miki's voice, but if we don't hurry, this place will be filled with smoke soon, too. Go back. As soon as Miki said this, Asuna felt her chest tighten. Miki was telling Asuna to leave her for dead, and to save herself. No. Her former friend flashed through her mind. She was never your friend, you treated her like crap. I once left a girl for dead. Honoka. I never want to experience that again. She glared at the floor Miki was standing on. I won't leave anyone for dead again. Watch out, Miki. With that, she jumped to the ground below. Ow! She winced as the drop hit her legs more than she had imagined. But she applauded herself for not landing on her bottom. When she looked up, Miki was staring down at her in shock. Why do you come down here? Why not? It's fine. Asuna's bored attitude rekindled Miki's anger. It's not fine at all. You can't get back up. Asuna peered at her out of the corner of her eye. You told me to hurry up and save myself. But I bet you were panicking on the verge of tears. Miki was at a loss for an answer. Quit trying to act like a hero. Besides, I've had enough of that kind of thing. What kind of thing? A cynical smile spread across Asuna's face. A few minutes ago, you suspected me of killing someone, right? Miki wasn't sure how to respond. When she looked away, Asuna continued. Well, you're right. I have killed someone before. What? She gasped. Once Asuna started talking, she couldn't stop. Her memories flowed from her lips. Honoka. She one-sidedly thought of me as a friend. But I hated her. I despised the way she peered up at me like a timid small animal. So when she asked for my help, to handle some teacher who was blackmailing her, I pushed her away. But that's not all. At some point I even said something terrible. I told her to disappear. After that she really did disappear. Even though she always followed me around, she was suddenly nowhere in sight. I was so relieved. Now I'd never have to see that gloomy face again. But then, A few days later, she died right in front of me. She jumped from the school roof. Honika's body lay distorted in the middle of a pool of blood in the concrete below. Before I knew it, I was shaking her corpse as hard as I could. I called her name, begging her to wake up. I'd never said her name before then. But on that day, I yelled it more times than I could count. And I kept yelling it like a broken toy until someone came and stopped me. When I came to, my hands were covered in Honika's blood. That's when I realized I'd killed her. My single sentence had killed her. I'm a murderer. Asuna, when you found me, you said my hands were covered in blood. So it's probably true. I don't remember anything, but I might have actually killed someone. I've done it before, after all. Terrible feelings spiraled in her chest. After spitting them all out, she let out a deep sigh. I don't want to kill anyone else. Asuna? Miki peered into Asuna's face with wide eyes. That Honika girl committed suicide. You didn't kill her. I know that. Asuna murmured weakly. But I basically killed him myself, right? No, not right. Miki let out an exasperated sigh. What's that supposed to mean? As a disgruntled look passed over Asuna's face, Miki glared at her. Asuna, you say hurtful things as if they were nothing. You're selfish. And you're annoying to a fault. Excuse me? Miki ignored her and continued. But you're honest, and you're really strong. What? Asuna couldn't believe her ears. I'm sure Honika admired that side of you. That's why she followed you around. Miki looked completely serious. Asuna felt herself blush slightly as she muttered. You say that like you know. I do know, and I know how she felt. I used to have a friend I liked and followed around too. She murmured sadly. You did? Yes, that's why I understand where Honika was coming from. I don't think she jumped from the school building because you told her to disappear. Then why? Jumping was her way to try and change things herself. Huh? Asuna blinked as if Miki had just blown a puff of smoke into her face. She wanted to be strong like you, and she wanted to change herself when she couldn't. How would jumping help? It freed her from her weakness. Asuna's mouth fell open as she stared at Miki in confusion. A few seconds passed before she spoke. I don't get it. No? As Miki shrugged casually, Asuna sighed. Maybe I chose the wrong person to talk to. You and I are too different. That's for sure. Miki laughed. Asuna laughed too. Just then... Hush. Miki suddenly put a finger to her lips. What is it? Do you hear that? Huh? Sure enough, Asuna heard something. It was the sound of footsteps not too far away. In fact, they were approaching. Then... Miki? Asuna? They heard their names being called. Is it coming from over there? It sure seems like it. Their gazes landed on a large fallen pillar. They had not noticed in the darkness. But when they squinted, they could make out a dark shape behind it. Is that a gap in the wall? I think so. Their eyes sparkled with hope. If they could remove the pillar, they might just have a way out. We can get out of here. They both ran over. And here we go again. I thought that first one was too quick and easy. Apart from that stupid wire. It's a crack in the wall. They may be able to get out through here. Yes, perhaps. Let's look around for some objects we can use. What do we got? Oh, poo. Oh, poo. What is this? Obtain an iron plate. And we got a shopping trolley. Just what I always wanted. What is this thing? It's too heavy to hold up. There's no way I can move it like this. What about this pipe? Water has built up. Okay. We got a shopping trolley, an iron pipe, some water, a big heavy thing, and a hole in the wall. I can't use these things together. Oh, stars? It looks like a scratch mark of some sort. Star, line, star, line, star, 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 line. Not helpful. Is it? I mean, it probably is, but I can't figure out how at this stage. It's gotta be something to do with this as well, right? Looks like it'd be useful, but it's too heavy to move here. Yeah, I don't want to move it, I just want to fucking look at it. Why would you think I would want to move that bloody thing? Sounds like a terrible idea. Can we like merge these together? No. What is this? Oh, can we use this to move the giant thing? I still don't know why we want to move it. Put the generator on. It's a generator, okay. Move the cart. Move the cart. Good. The generator is on the cart. Yeah, I see that. How does that help? Cart is in the way. Oh my god. Oh my god. We need to figure out this puzzle then. This is the only way. What does it mean then? Is there something on the iron plate maybe? 5, 7, no. 6, 7, 6, 5, 8. There we go. I still don't get it. I was messing around with it, but eventually it worked. Hey! Huh? What's this? It's an emergency capsule. An emergency capsule? Like those things we make at the train that make the trains run. Yeah. What's one of those doing here? I don't know. But if we use this... Huh? If we blow this up, we can break the wall. Blow it up? You sure about that? We'll have to use something to detonate it. Like some kind of timer? Okay. Somehow we just obtained a bomb that make trains run apparently. Cool. Somehow we're gonna have to use it with this, right? The generator is on the cart. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh yeah? I wonder if we can use its electricity to detonate the capsule. Wow, Mickey, good idea. Alright, move the... Operate the capsule? The energy capsule is stopped. The energy capsule's cold? Can I freeze this? The water froze. I don't see how that helps. It's ice, what's it going to be good for? If we use the time the ice takes to melt, we might be able to make a nice detonator. Wow, Mickey, that's amazing. I don't really get it though. I suppose we can use it on the... Do we need to operate the generator again? Do we need to make it hot again? I don't bloody know. Alright, there we go. We gotta activate it again. Shove it in the hole. Shove it in the hole. Now we push this back over, or do we put ice and shit on it? Yes, the generator is on the cart. Thank you for pointing that out as usual. Fucking Jesus. Place the ice. Good. Now the metal. Place the iron plate. The stage was set. I'm pretty sure this should explode the pillar. Just hurry up and do it already. Hold on. Mickey called out to the other side of the pillar. Hey, can you hear me? Stand back about 30 feet. I'm gonna blow up this pillar. She heard a voice from the other side say, okay. Then she turned back to Asuna. Everything's ready, let's do this. I flipped the switch. Now hurry and get back. The two girls ran to take cover. Once they were far enough away, they turned around. How long will it take to explode? As long as it takes the ice to melt. In this heat, it shouldn't take more than 3 minutes. But nothing happened. That's strange. Miki furrowed her brow. It should have blown up already. She walked toward the pillar. I'm gonna check it out. Asuna panicked and called out to her. No, Miki, it's dangerous. But Miki didn't stop. Don't worry, just stay there. Once she was in front of the pillar, she took a look at the incendiary device. The ice was already melting. Yet, though there were sparks, the electrodes showed no sign of catching fire. I guess the electric discharge wasn't strong enough. She had no choice. Biting her lip, she got back on her feet. Seeing Miki walk back a few steps, Asuna called out to her, "What's wrong?" Miki just shook her head solemnly. "No good. I guess making a bomb out of random things isn't that easy." She smiled to hide her disappointment. "It's okay, Miki. We'll think of something else." She started to walk forward when Miki stopped her. "Stay there, Asuna." "Huh?" Asuna froze in surprise. For some reason, Miki stood a few feet away from the pillar too. She spoke from where she was standing. The only problem was in the detonation. It should still be able to explode. How? With this. She held something up in her hand. It was a lustrous black gun. Wait, is that a gun? Asuna's eyes were as big as saucers. Why did Miki have a gun? But before she could ask, Miki called out angrily, Asuna, stand back further. What? Hurry. Asuna quickly turned around and headed back. Suddenly, a gunshot resonated behind her. Miki? When she spun around, Miki was aiming a gun directly at the energy capsule on the pillar. You're not trying to shoot it directly, are you? Isn't that dangerous? Be quiet. She shot a second time, but the bullet missed and hit the pillar. She clicked her tongue in frustration. She aimed at the energy capsule again and pulled the trigger. The third shot missed. The fourth shot missed. She shot a fifth time. So close. Asuna exclaimed despite herself. One bullet left. A bead of sweat slid down Miki's forehead. If she missed this shot, their chances of escaping here would vanish. She had to give this all she had. She bit her lip. There's no room for mistakes. I have to get out of here. So I can find that woman. Miki suddenly blinked. Did I just think I wanted to find her? Her own thoughts came as a surprise. I want to find her, not kill her? Why did I think that? Miki thought long and hard. She tried to reignite the murderous feelings she had towards her old friend. But mysteriously, all of that boiling hatred was nowhere to be found. There was only one thing on her mind now. I want to find her. I want to find and ask her why she abandoned me back then. She might be suffering like Asuna is. Maybe she didn't even mean to abandon me. For some reason, the thought passed through Miki's mind. I want to find her. I'm sure I will if I get out of here. So, I have to get out of here, no matter what. Miki was suddenly awakened for her own true wish. Now her heart was calm and crystal clear. She looked from the gun in her hand to the pillar with the energy capsule. Hitting the energy capsule with a bullet was the only way to get it to explode. It's a gamble though, since I don't know how far the explosion will go. She whispered to herself with a smirk on her lips. She took a couple of steps forward. Now the target was closer. She raised her arm and leveled the gun with the target. Then she pulled the trigger. Asuna only saw the energy capsule split. She squeezed her eyes shut in the blinding light. Then the delayed gunshot and intense explosion sent her flying to the ground. Ow! Wincing from the bruises and ringing in her ears, Asuna slowly sat up. The pillar had crumbled. Yes, we did it, Miki. As she squealed with delight, she suddenly noticed Miki was not nearby. Where is she? She glanced around and saw her sprawled on the ground. Miki? She took a couple of unsteady steps towards her, but she knew what had happened before getting all the way there. Miki was no longer breathing, and her eyes were unfocused. Miki? Asuna, you say hurtful things as if they were nothing. You're selfish, and you're annoying to a fault. Excuse me? But you're honest, and you're really strong. What? You're saying that... like you know. I do know. And I know how she felt. I used to have a friend I liked, and followed around too. You did? Jumping was her way of trying to change herself. Huh? She wanted to become strong like you, and she wanted to change when she couldn't. How would jumping help? It freed her from her weakness. I don't get it. No? Maybe I chose the wrong person to talk to. You and I are too different. That's for sure. Just a few minutes ago Miki laughed. I laughed too. We were finally able to laugh together, but now, it's come to this. Once Asuna was able to move, she dragged herself forward. Her eyes burned with tears and her throat was parched. We could finally escape, Miki, she whispered in a raspy voice. It was as if Miki was still by her side. Asuna had left Miki's corpse behind, but she knew. I'm always with you. Just like her father's dying message. Miki's memory would stay with her forever. To be continued. Whew. Well, we got it all done in one go. Nice. That's awesome. And we've only got one more to go for Asuna's ending, which is pretty rad. So the next one we're going to be doing Loop. The only one here. And that will be her ending. Till then, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out for me, and I'll see you in the next one.